All right. Somebody, you can go downstairs with your mother. She said, hurry up, because she's getting on now. All right, everybody. Is everybody's on? I see. We have our guest speaker here with us. I'd like to give a good and a big, you can come off of mute for a second when we introduce her, and we'll give her a round of applause, okay? We have with us today Jessica Martin. She is a credit and wealth coach. She is the owner and co-owner to several successful businesses. Her most successful company being Empire You LLC, where her and her group of board certified credit consultants repair negative and erroneous items on credit reports, but also teach and educate their audience and their clients to utilize their credit to build wealth and a legacy for their families and business. So everybody, you can come off mute, and please let's give a warm round of applause for our guest speaker today, Jessica Martin. Yay. All right, Jessica, it's your show.
Okay, hello. Again, my name is Jessica Martin. I am not only owner to one, but several different businesses. I started with Empire You LLC. We actually, this year, we've obtained over 500 active clients, and we repair their credit and we help them to build their credit as well. So it's very important to us to assist, especially people in our community doing this, because it helps our clients obtain the credit as well as the that they desire, such as houses or new vehicles, or even jobs, or joining the military. There's so many different things that and different aspects that are utilized as credit now. We try to make sure that all of our clients are able to use their credit whenever they need to. And if they have something that is stopping them from having a good credit score, we make sure that we ask the credit bureaus to uphold the law and to fix that issue so that our clients can obtain the things that they want. And we really, really enjoy doing that. We also, since we started that business, we started a trucking business that we really, really enjoy. Right now we have 4 trucks. We're about to add a 5th truck to our fleet. So that means we have currently 4 trucks that are on the road right now. One of our trucks is currently in Louisiana. We have another truck that is coming from Florida, and we have a few trucks on different trips for Uber Freight as well. So we love our trucking company. We also have a transportation course. But all of these companies that we have, they all stem from, it all started from me and my husband when we were not doing so good. We at times, we didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't have businesses. We had to work for other people, and we had to work multiple jobs just to live the type of lifestyle that we wanted. But even though we still tried our best to obtain that lifestyle, it was very, very tiring. So we decided to start our businesses, and what can we do? We tried to think of what could we do so that we didn't have to get up every single day and help build other companies that weren't caring for our needs as much as we thought that they would. We didn't have any health insurance. Sorry. We didn't have any insurance. And things were, difficult for us. We were getting into trouble, doing things that we didn't have any business doing all the time. And we just were not focused when we were working and trying to make the money that we were wanting to make. But instead, we were not making that type of money, and we would do things that we were not supposed to. right? I went to jail before. My husband used to sell drugs. We were doing things that were not okay. So once we decided that that was not the life that we wanted to live anymore, we decided and we prayed and we asked God to help us to stop those things. And then we got together as a husband and wife, and we put together the plan, and we created a desire for ourselves, a desire for our children, and we executed on that desire. So we are really, really happy about what we've built, even though it did not start that way. Um, we are really, really happy about what we've built and what we've done in our communities to assist other people to not be in those situations, to make sure that they're building wealth and a legacy for themselves, and to not do things that you're not supposed to or don't have any business doing, because there is other avenues and other ways and other things that you can do and other avenues that you can take. And it's a lot of people that will help you, even though sometimes it seems as if you can't find the help. A lot of the help is within your Bible. You have to read your Bible and always stay in your word. When I stopped reading my Bible, that's when I really started getting into trouble. But when I get back into my Bible, then I can get back focused, and I can get my mind right and get back on track to what God wants me to do, because he will help in any situation. So I know that that's always where we go back to, but we need to not stray away from him. Even though I'm an adult now, and me and my husband have multiple businesses, we still need guidance. We still need assistance, because now we're trying to teach other people. So now we're trying. Sorry, guys, I had to put on do not disturb. In order for us to help other people, we need help ourselves, and we need guidance, and we need assistance. But now we've gotten out to the world about how we started a lot of our businesses. That's why we have our Empire Planner. I've created a planner to show other people how to do what we did. Even though we didn't have that much money, we put our minds together, and we put our prayer together, okay? And that is how we obtained a lot of our success. Even though it will take money, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot. It takes more desire than money, believe it or not, to be successful. If you want to do something, it's going to get done, but you just have to have the desire to do it in the will. And these have affirmations in it. I am creative. I am inspiring. I am thankful. It has so many different ones in here. To assist you, I will lead and not follow, to help you with your thoughts, because that was where I started. It really, really, I don't believe that I could have been successful in any of my businesses if I had not have changed my thoughts and changed the way that I thought about things. Because before, I wanted to get without giving. I wanted to always try to figure out how I can make fast money. But no, that is not the key. The key is to sit and think of different opportunities that are already available to you that you can enhance. So always think, what is available to me? What can I utilize that I already have that can make me money, that can bring me a revenue? What can I do that can bring my family revenue, that can help my family as well? And you just have to think of it that way. Can I go to school? Can I get a better job? Can I be a supervisor in this job? Maybe get a promotion? Can I open up a side business? I cook good? Can I sell dinners on the side and have a business? Always think of different ways that you can obtain what you're looking for within your finances. Do not do something that is not going to be beneficial to you or your family and might wind you in trouble. We don't want to do that. And we want to build out an empire that is successful and that has God's hands in it, because that's the most important thing. Okay. I think that's it. Do you guys have any other questions for me, or?
Does anybody have any questions? You can come off of mute. Push the raise your hand button so that everybody's not blurting things out at one time. And then I'll call on you if you have any questions. I see Jaden has a question. I see Caden has a question. I see Olivia has a question. So I'll go in that order. Jaden, you can ask your question first.
Are you almost a millionaire?
Yes, actually, I am at $700,000 for the year. So I only need to gross 300 more thousand for this year. Yes, I grossed $1 million, but I'm trying to gross. I'm actually trying to gross $1 million in 1 year, which I've still yet to do that in 12 months. But yes, we have definitely grossed plenty of millions. Yes. Yes, we're all here for 1 year this year.
Caden, you're next. Caden, what question would you like to ask?
Jaden already asked my question.
Oh, okay. Olivia.
I was wondering, how did you go about finding God's will for your future, or what He wanted you to do?
Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. How did I go about finding God's will, what He wanted me to do? So I'm still searching for that. I think that you constantly search for, and you just try to sharpen the direction that He's taking you in, and ask Him to use you. So if you ask Him to use you, and then you start to see that you have different talents in different things. So if you see that, oh wow, you do good in math, right? You take your math skills and become an accountant, right? But you help other people understand their money, and you help other people so that they won't get their money took from the IRS. You help other people. So you take whatever your gift is and you utilize it to give back to God. You give back your money to Him, some of your money. You give back in teaching His children once you find out what it is that He has blessed you with. So I think how I found out was I still ask Him though to invest more within me every day, but I have found to use my talents and to take them and spread them and to give them back so other people can learn and other people can take what I've learned and be successful too. So I'm hoping that I just asked Him, God, I pray I make you proud. We can only pray that we are making Him proud and that you use me, and just remain being prayerful, and He will put you in the direction that you're supposed to go. Thank you for that question. That was so good.
Good question. Samaya, I see you have your hand up. Go ahead, Samaya, with your question. You're on mute right now, Samaya. You got to come off of mute.
How many businesses do you have?
Currently, I have 4. I have a tax business. I have a business credit, and we help people open up businesses. We have Empire U, which is our credit repair company, and then we have a trucking company. That's 4.
Very good, very good. Angela, I see you have your hand up. What question do you have, Angela?
Do you have any more tips to help us get started with the business?
Yes, I want you to write it down. Write down and have your parents. Your parents can get this too. Kiefer, if you could please give them the website for this. Your parents can get you a planner as well. All of my children have one. They write down all of their goals, break them down. But if you guys don't have something to write it in, grab a notebook and write it down. If you want to be a firefighter, write it down. How can I get there to be a firefighter? Or if you want to open a business, what type of business do I want to open? What am I good at? Ask yourself, what am I good at? Do I dance good? Maybe I could open a dance studio. Do I sing good? Maybe I could be a singer. Do I do gymnastics good? Maybe I could be a gymnast. Okay, what do you do well? And write it down. Write for the rest of your life. Write. Do not stop writing. Write your goals until your fingers. This whole book right here is full of goals. Okay, write your goals. I'm 33 years old and I have not stopped writing them. Okay, but I started young.
Push the button to go to the other room.
Write everything down. That's how you can accomplish them. If you write them down and start checking them off, once you start accomplishing them, then you'll do well. Even if you got to write down, even if you got almost close to your goal, be proud of yourself. Don't get down on yourself. Even if you just get a little bit done, get a little bit towards your goals. Do good in school. Pay attention to everything.
Jessica, I was wondering, can you tell our students, we have a mixture of students from high school on down, can you explain to them the benefit of credit? What is credit and the benefit of credit so these young future entrepreneurs can understand the importance of credit in their life?
Yeah, absolutely. So credit is when basically a line of credit is when somebody else gives you something, okay, and you have to make payments on it. Okay, so let's say you turn 18. Okay, in the United States, we have what's called credit, personal credit. When you turn 18 years old, most times because it's against the law anytime it's under 18 and they try to promote to you, it's don't do it, okay? Wait till you're 18 to even get involved with credit, unless it's your parents that's involving you. Don't get involved with it. At 18, you're going to have to utilize this at some point in your life. When you give a company or a creditor your social security number, attached to your social security and your name is what's called credit. Okay. When you turn 18 and you go to get some furniture, say you want to get this furniture, but you don't have all the money to buy it. Okay. The furniture store will give you the furniture on credit, which is your name and your social and your birthday. And it says, are you a good paying person? Okay. They can put in your name, your social, and your birthday and actually see if you pay people back and if you don't. Okay. Most times when you're 18, you don't have any credit yet. So they may give you the furniture, they may not. Okay. If they give you the furniture, you could take it home, but you have to make payments every single month. Okay. If you do not make those payments, guess what? Two things can happen. They're either going to come knock on your door and get their stuff back. Okay. or they're going to put it on your credits and say, this person is not a good paying person. You might don't want to give this person credit because they didn't pay us back. They're going to show late payments that you did not pay. They will show that. They will show that you didn't finish paying for the furniture. Okay. But if you do good, they will show that you are making good payments to the furniture. And then that builds your credit. So now, 6 months later, after you've made good on-time payments to that couch, you're going to be able to then go somewhere else or even the same store and get a big screen TV. Because they're going to look at your credit and say, oh my gosh. They're going to look at your credit and say, oh my goodness, this person is a good paying person. I want to give this person some of my product so that then they can pay on my product and they will also pay me on time. Okay, so that's how it goes the rest of your life. When you go to get a car, they're going to pull your credit. Unless you pay cash, pay the whole car off in cash, they're going to pull your credit. And even sometimes when you have the cash, they pull your credit. Okay, so credit is very, very important. You're not going to be able to get an apartment if you don't understand this. You've got to tell mommy and daddy to start building your credit early because they can. Okay, my 16-year-old daughter, she has a good credit score because I put her on my credit cards to help build her credit. Because I pay my credit cards on time, she's able to benefit. So when she turns 18, guess what? She's going to already have good credit. So she'll be able to go get a new house. She'll be able to go get a new car when she turns 18. She's not going to have no problem because she has good credit, and her mother started it when she was maybe 14. Okay, so make sure you guys are telling your parents, mom, dad, add me to your credit card. You don't have to give it to me, but please add it so I can build my credit. So when I go off into the world, I will have these things for myself as well and have nice things. Okay, you just have to make sure when you guys get of age that you're paying that stuff back. And if you think you'll have a hard time with paying it back, don't even get it. Don't even do it. Okay.
That's a good. So,
Wait,
can you?
there's one more student with a question, Kishana.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted her to go further into what she just said.
Okay, go ahead.
So, can you break that down into street terms? What credit is? So, for example, you my homegirl, I let you borrow $50. We got a group of friends. It's like 5 of us. What does that look like if I let you borrow 50, but you don't hit me back a month later when you're supposed to? What's gonna happen when you go to homegirl X, Y, and Z, and you want to borrow 25 from her? How does that look? Like in more layman's, more street terms, kind of similar.
Okay, well, I think you just did it for us. I think you busted all the way down into street terms. I don't think I have to come behind it. That was great.
I wanted you to elaborate on that.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes. Except that you're using street terms, but we want to take them out of street terms. We don't. I want them to stop thinking street terms, and I would. The way that I like to put it is I really want them to because the reason I say that, guys, is because it took me so long to get out of street terms. And I don't want to I don't want them to stay there. It's so hard to get out of it. It's so hard. It took me years to get out of street terms. So I like to speak to them without the street term. They hear it enough. So I would like to break it down a little bit more to them if they have questions to help them understand. But I don't think we need to speak anymore on street terms. What's going on in the world today is we need to stop the street terms. We need to change the street terms into educational terms, and then they'll catch on. We just gotta keep talking it, and then they'll catch on to it because we're speaking a different language. Okay, I don't even want them to catch on to it asks me a question so I can break it down further. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Y'all we start preaching.
Olivia, you have a question.
So she answered it. She already answered it before I even asked it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So students, I hope that you are taking notes in your business notebooks. I hope that you are gaining something. And I'm excited to have Jessica on here talking about credit, and because she owns her own credit repair company, and credit is the root word of credibility. Your
Mm-hmm.
credibility is really what your credit is. How credible of a person are you? What's your credibility? So if anybody has any other questions, please feel free to ask, because this is really, you're getting a wealth of information. And when I was your age, this information was not available to me. Nobody came to my school to talk to me about credit. I didn't know any business owners that looked like me, that looked like my mother, that looked like the people that are around me from my own community, that understood where I was from and how I came up. So this is really is a blessing to have someone like this come and speak with you, because it's just in the public schools right now, most of your peers are not getting this type of information. And so you really are in a privileged position. So I just want you to understand that don't waste opportunities like these. This is a beautiful and a wonderful opportunity to gain knowledge. I see, Jaden, you had your hand raised. What's your question, Jaden? You came in and out, Jaden. I don't know what you said.
I had forgot the question as soon as I came up with it.
Okay, I see Anthony, you got your hand raised. Anthony, go ahead and ask your question.
Are you looking for another business to do?
No, not right now. Am I looking for another stream of income? Yes. Am I looking for another investment? Yes, but I'm not looking for another business per se. I'm looking to buy some property and, make some additional investments into my community. But no, because I have so many. And sometimes when you get unfocused on a business, it can start to deteriorate, or it can start to not do so good because I have so many. And it's only me and my husband, and we have 8 employees now. But we don't want any of our businesses to lack. So no, you always want to try to find good investments. But just because it's an investment does not mean that you have to have a whole nother entity. Okay, an entity is a whole nother business. Okay.
Jaden, you have your hand raised again. You remember your question?
I have a different one.
Okay, go ahead.
How many goals have you ever set?
How many goals? So in my planner, every month I have one goal, and I break it down into 12 steps. So if you like to do it like that, I try to do it that way. I have one big goal a month, and then I'll break it down, and then I might have some little goals on the side. But I set as many that you need to. Don't stop. There's no limit on the goals. If I have 20 goals, I'm gonna write them all down, and I might only complete 2 or 3. But guess what? I wrote them down, so now I know what they are. The key is to know what the goals are. Okay.
So students, some of this should be sounding very familiar to you. You set goals every day, right? That's how we start our days off, setting the goals, right?
Yeah.
You start your morning off with positive affirmations, right? What do we say? I am successful. I am abundant. I am wealthy, right? We go through all of your affirmations, right? That's how you start your day off. So what I'm trying to get you to see is this is a consistency. Every guest speaker that we bring in that's going to be successful, you're going to find a consistent pattern, because life is about habits. And so I want you to see that she's displaying to you good habits. Okay. And so we should be working on these good habits. Does anybody else have any questions before we finish with our guest speaker? Does anybody else have any questions? Now's the time. If you haven't started on your business yet, you may want to ask any questions. Or if you're curious, now's a great time to ask, okay? Going once, going twice. All righty. Well, Jessica, we are so thankful to have you here in our classroom today. Thank you for taking the time. I know that it was tight and we was trying to work it out, and I know you was trying to get different days, but I'm so thankful that you came through and were able to help and assist with the students and give a positive message. It is being recorded, so we will have this message out, and I'll get a copy to you also. And I'm really thankful. Sister Keshonda, you got anything you want to share before we let her go?
No, just thank you again, Jessica, for gracing us with your presence. We really appreciate it. We know how valuable your time is, and we really appreciate it. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. This was beautiful. Thank you.
Everybody, can you come off of mute and give her a round of applause for doing a good job, please? Good job, please. Awesome. All right, so this is her first time here, but hopefully, God willing, it won't be her last, and we'll bring her back maybe in next semester and get an update and see what new things are going. She talked about her trucking fleet and the new company and bringing in new trucks. So we want to follow those developments and see, because it should be inspiration for you. If she can do it, you can do it. All right?
I need an update.
Bye,
Right.
kids.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for having a good day in school. Everybody has their homework. All right, we will see everybody next week. If you don't have homework, even better. For those who do have homework, we will see you next week. Everybody have a great weekend.
I need an update.